Hello, hello, hello. I'm a PaintedDog and welcome back to episode 7, I believe, of our Timberborn Let's Play series on the folktales in experimental build of update 7. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day is actually quite good, thanks. Now, there's a couple of things that I need to discuss. Last week there was no video and I'm sorry about that, but a couple of things happened in real life. I'm not going to go into too much details, but because that might give away where I stay, but my place, the big building in which my company my wife is working for, is situated in a big building, and a couple of weeks ago it almost burned down completely. Luckily, their shop didn't get any damage except for water damage because of a fire brigade, but yeah. So for a time being, they've been working out of our house, which left me with little time to record. And I had a bit of a I had a couple of recordings for about 2 weeks, and I had to run through it. But the things are not sorted out there yet, but they are starting to move into a new shop. So. We have a little more time now, so I can record a little bit. So hopefully this will be going forward and I can have a weekly video. I actually contemplated to get more than one video out per week, but luckily I didn't commit to that yet. Because yeah, otherwise I would have a couple of weeks where we have no videos. So yes, so that's one thing. The second thing I hopefully addressed the voice quality, of the sound quality of the videos. Let's keep our fingers crossed. At the end of the day, I played around with other software and played around with drivers, going back to more stable updates of previous updates and all that, and it didn't work. I played around with filters on OBS, which I'm using to record, changed that up, played around with that for about 3 hours, and at the end of the day I switched USB ports and hopefully it sounds a bit clearer now. I'll see after this recording. Because, bit of a back thing, this was already recorded. But now that's enough. Let's get out of this view. And yeah, so as you can remember last time we had we have this metal going in. We put in an irrigation station here, one in here. We need to add one on this side as well. Maybe one over here, and we are starting to get that built and get this sorted out as well. So I'm going to get, first up, I'm going to get these guys to work and hopefully get all of that in. I'm gonna get a bit more work for them to do, but yeah, I hope and I believe they'll be able to do that. So I'm going to get them going up there. And let's take out this tree because it's going to be a problem for us. And let's get the rest of these as a semi or as a high priority, not a very high priority, but hopefully I can get that done. And then these ones need to get done as well, so because these 4 can be built from top. So let's get that in. I'm thinking let's get these large windmills unlocked and get that in as well. And then for this, you might have been already screaming at me, but we need to take this down 1, and let's say those 6 take out, and get this in again. Get something like this going, and to help with this, let's get something like that in, and that in. Something like that, so I can get that sorted out, and then we can place in another one of these guys going around there. That will help us. Okay, so why are we doing that? The main reason is, if you take a look here, easiest way to show this is to take this down. So that's the level where we should be. as you can see here, water will start flowing into our badwater reservoir, which we don't really want. So let's get that up like that. And you know what, I'm gonna put this in. That's gonna be a major thing for us. I'm gonna take this down to the lowest, but this needs to get done as soon as possible. But how are we gonna get here? That's the thing. So I'm thinking, let's take this, try and be semi-sensible with this. Go around here. I don't want too many ups and downs. I think this will work for us. And then on this side we can go a normal one of those. Maybe something like that. Let's get that in as well. And then, you know what? Let's get a storage in here. For that. Get a couple of logs right there. And to help on this side, let's go small storages. Let's take that one out. Plain logs. 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 Plain. And this will be prioritize. Prioritize. Okay, so now they can hopefully get all of this in. Get that as the highest priority as well. And this, for the rest of this, they can just get done sooner or over in time, but I think this will be a higher priority for us to get this closed up and then also to get this in. So let's speed this up. Okay, so they are going to do that. What's next? We are going to need... water's looking quite alright, but we're going to need some irrigation around here. So I think with regards to that, let's try and do something a little bit sensible, or try and be sensible. Emphasis on trying to be sensible. Let's take this one out and replace that with sluice. Set this up to close above 1.8, close above contamination of 2. Get that in. This is also highest priority, and then we can take that down. Yeah, might as well also go highest priority there. Do something like this. Then I need to get this done as well. So I think for now let's pause that and maybe pause that one so we can get that in. I want to take this down to about 3. I think that would be good for us, and then we can work on something over here. But I think for now they have quite a lot to do, so let's get them going. And I was thinking about this. So now bad water comes in. I wanted to get all bad water flowing down here immediately, but I think what we can do is close that out, up. Take down some of these trees in here. Dynamite, maybe that's one and a couple of here. And then add in flow rate. If I remember correctly, this is 4.8 and a 4, so it's 8.8. So they'll need this extra edge there. Otherwise this will back up. So what we can do is We go across there. 1, 2, 3. Maybe do something like this. Get these balls for now. And yeah, I might as well just put that one in there. These changed out for sluices. I'll set up sluices now. Get these ones. You know what? No. I don't want these as sluices for good water. Would have been great if we can do that, but then it might bypass the water wheels that we are planning to get in here. Something like this. Yeah. Let's say 5 over here. For that, I want to get down here to take out these trees. But to do that, we are going to have to work a bit of a miracle in here. You know what? Let's do that. Get that as a high priority as well. Take that one down. And then dynamite that. Get that one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's already more than enough bad waters. Now that I think about it, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm not even going to waste time with that. Or with that. Or with that. If we were to put in one there. Come on, one there. And let's say one there. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's already more than enough, and then it's basically 11 because it's 2.2 per edge, and there's a couple edges there. So yeah, that will be okay for us. We'll do something like that. And let's see how many water wheels we can potentially get in. Now that one won't be as productive. Granted, but do I risk this? Do something like that? I think that would be fine. Only reason I'm not pouring it that there because 1, 2, 3, 4. I can actually do that, but do we do that for symmetry? I think just leave it like that. We can always adjust later on. But yeah, that's the idea. Now the thing what I can do is to get all of this basically get water in here as well, and in here is to get sluices there and there, and to go in and then out and out, for instance here, but then the water can bypass. And this is not really a reservoir. We have this great reservoir here, and this is just to keep us irrigated, but later on we're not even going to need that because we're going to have irrigation stations everywhere. So yes, I think that would be a way for us to go. I'm going to go ahead and unpause that and pause these two so we can get a bit more, couple more beavers. And you know what? Get that sorted for us. All of those, yeah, all of those are built, so get that in as well, please, and thank you. You know what? We might as well just get more of those in. We can get 2 more rows of water wheels in if we need it. So I'm going to go ahead and place in large windmills around here, over here. So address that. Let's take it back to about there. We can place one there. Now we just need to pause all of this. To get that prioritized as a high priority, not a very high priority, and the other one as a just a high. Let's get one of these guys in here. Get this as a very high priority. As soon as that's built, I'm going to prioritize the living daylights out of this dam. I'm busy getting this sorted out. As soon as we get here, this is, as I said, a lower priority. I'm not going to go for lowest, but something like that. Don't really want water spilling into our bad water source here. So I'm getting these guys pumping. We don't have a lot to pump, as you can see down there, but we'll get a little bit of bad water in so we can produce dynamite again, or explosives, and hopefully we can get that sorted out. Because those are high priority. I need to take that down one level more, but I'm going to go for this one first, because if they were to build these walls, they won't be able to get in there without getting other things in. So I think for now, let's just do that. And hopefully, I haven't stopped yet, so hopefully this records, because this is a peek behind the curtain. This is the 3rd time I'm recording this. I thought everything was sorted out. Previously I recorded it, and just before I started recording the next episode, I listened to the first one. I wanted to get that sorted out and uploaded so long, so we have that in the bank. And luckily I did that, because the audio was atrocious. Now, granted, it's not the best at the best of times, but at least you could hear what I wanted to say. But those ones were really choppy. All of this I need to deprioritize, or low priority, because that's not really a major thing for us to be doing. I'm then going to go for that so we can get this sorted out. Get the sluices in there. Okay, now that's built, so I can go ahead and say, get that in please, and thank you. I'm going to replace this with this situation with that, because these are going to go away. You know what? Let's go for something like this. It's more important to get a little bit more in, instead of getting all of this done and then having a gap in the middle. Productivity is 0, so they have nothing left to do. We got that one in, that's good. This is now done, so I can take that down as well. This tree, I believe, is too far away. Yep. So I'm going to put in that. Let's get that as a high priority. Just so we can take that guy out. Get a couple more carrots in there, which they won't be able to get to, all of it. That's fine. We can take that out. All of these, let's pause this guy. Take out all of these for... I'm not going to get rid of the water pumps yet, because we Don't know what the future will hold. But I do want to get the large water pumps sooner rather than later. And for that we need treated planks. Here's some logs as well, but treated planks are the thing. That's why I want to get the irrigation station in here as well, to irrigate this, because each of these trees take 12 days to grow up, and then I believe 7 days more to produce pine resin. So that's not great. Automate, 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 and automate, please. And thank you. Prioritize brawlers, please. Okay. This is at this stage. This is more important than the last two over here. Although that's also important. Let's get some of this in. I really like what this area is like now. As we can get rid of all this, we can have a bit more crop production. And as soon as we get, because I really want to get into dirt excavation and dirt terrain blocks, we can go 3D mode, because we're going to need a bit more food production before we really ramp up our population. Because, okay, let's get to water. Water will be a major thing. 3 of these in 0.33 hours produce free water. With the large pumps, same amount of beavers, same amount of time will produce 5, so 2 more. And it will take about 1.5 of these. Okay, we'll extend a bit to the back here, but you can get 2 in there and 2 in there. So basically, if this is all built and we replace that later on with large water pumps, this will basically produce twice the amount of water. Which is good, I like it. Question is, why aren't you oh yeah. The water too no, but still be able to pump water through there. I don't know why you are being difficult, but hey, that's probably your prerogative. Are they really not building this because those are higher priority? You know what? You are being difficult, so let me be difficult too. Get that in there. Just so we can get a bit more water in there. Later on we can always get in here, take down all of these trees and all of these trees and ruins, and dynamite this down and get this squared up a bit more. We can hold a little bit more water, but I think for our population up to about, let's say, 150, 200, this will hold more than enough water. I say now. And then we'll see our population dip quite considerably because we were dumb. Which is always a thing that can happen. Let's face it. You don't always watch these videos for my sterling intellect. You know what? I'm not gonna risk this. I'm gonna take that down. Because they will walk in here with bad tide. Or a normal with bad water in there. And that's gonna be bad. Real bad for us. Okay, and they got that finished. So hopefully they will get that built and get that built so they can start with this. As I said, high priority. Just want to get that because from here they can build on the backside. Otherwise we'll have to walk around there to get that in. Because I'm not gonna build a ladder for them to just get down there. so they are getting quite a lot done. Still need to get dynamite for that. But that's gonna be a thing of the past now. Issues with that, because we're gonna pump water from here. And we can dynamite this out a little bit more. Move us, because I won't put a bad water rig on this, because we want the water flow through here to produce power for us. I might put in a bad water dome so we can shut this off if needed, but for now, that's fine. Okay, now they can start with that. I'm going to go ahead and unpause one more, so we can have a bit more, because we're going to have waves. Later on, if we have a lot of unemployed beavers, that's not an issue. But for now, that's going to be a great issue for us. I don't want buildings with vacancies. That, and then I'm going to change all of this to high priority, and this is still very high. As soon as they have nothing to do, then you can always go ahead and do that. You can walk here and build those two, so that's not an issue. Now with that one built, let's prioritize that. Take these off. I don't need. There's no need for them to prioritize haulers for this, and then they can just accept and leave that those are planks as prioritized by haulers. But these, only this one will need to, because they are going to build here using those. But you know what? They still need to build this. I wonder how many of you were screaming at me right there. You know, water situation is not great, but let's pump a bit there. Next up, we'll need to address this. After this is built and this is finished. They are getting around to it. Not too bad. They are going through this quite fast. I like it. Okay, so then that will be sorted out. This side, close that. The sluice should be closed. I don't know why that's open. And a bad tide approaching. That might be a good time to work around this, if all of the rest is finished. Especially the dam. That's the main thing. After this is complete, I'm going to get them to placing platforms and get these buildings up and running. So then I can move or close those two. I can only work from here. Okay. Now they'll probably move to this or to those stairs, but that's fine. No qualms with that. Or maybe this. Placing one, at least one more there. The running through was quite fast, eh? If water flows through here, over here, it's not really a big issue. It's flowing in here and it's going to provide more power, although we're not using it yet, but that's fine. I just didn't want good water with bad water. Now this is done, they are getting to that. Get them pumping a bit more water. As soon as I sort that out, get to this please. That's priority now. Putting these pumps up. 36 logs and we have water on this side. I'm going to go ahead and pause these guys. This is just for irrigation at this stage anyway. With a bad water here, I'm going to press that. Have planks, we have metal for that. You know what? Let's get rid of that. I'm gonna leave that for now. Might want to go down there at some stage. I think if we dynamite this, it would be easier just to get these overhangs in. Otherwise you'll have to go ahead and get a lot of stairs and ladders. For this we have to get in here and up here. Let's just quickly pause and see if this is working as intended. Oh yeah, this is what I need to address. Okay, not that height. Get that sorted for us as well, please. And thank you. Now running through this, which is great. That just needs to get built another 13%. Prioritize that with violas. Get that sorted out as well, please. Just see if all of these are set up correctly. These four will get replaced soon. Get them to empty. You know what? Let's just leave these ones. Empty out these two. It was two, and then two in the middle here, then that would be fine, but now it's going to be uneven if I do it that way. Well-being. Do I have medical pets? I believe I do. Yeah, in here somewhere. As that dips below 5 for free beds and kits, then I'll open up another of these smaller lodges. Okay, those can get built. Good news for us. Okay, so we we can just go ahead and blast that. Turn you around, you will close below contamination of 2%. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that's correct. And then we can close. After these are built, we can just, let's see if we close this now. Those are 2 gaps, which will be the same as when there's sluices there. Yeah, that's working quite well. So water is over here, no issues there. Always dynamite this down and get more of these pumps in, same on this side, or the large water pumps. Now we can get this in, so let's have a quick peek. Don't believe I'll be able to put in that there, no. If we do this, for instance, I want to see if there's a way that I can get I don't need an additional farmhouse in here. Would be a nice to have, but it's not a must. We can get a fluid dump in here. This is now main priority, and we can get that built. This will be set up for water. Okay, get that in please, and thank you. Then get that built. We have another 8 days, I'm not stressed about that. 5 and 1, so you see, light of old age. But that's fine. I have no qualms with that. They are working, not the fastest, but at least they are working. Get that taken out. Placed in there, and that will get built whenever. This water is just to keep everything hydrated at this stage. That's set up correctly. They are running around building this. I like that. I'll make that the lowest priority. Then I need to think about a way to get over here. It would be great if that lined up perfectly with one of these water wheels. Oh yeah, sorry, it's this one. Yeah. That's fine, we can work with that later on. Because then we still need to stretch over here. And that might be a bit of an issue, but yeah. With these overhangs, it might be possible to just do that. I'm going to need about big mass 5100 science for this, just to unlock these couple of ones. And I'm gonna need, so it's 5700. We can get a centrifuge so we can use the doubles and triples. But that's fine. These got built, so that's great. Those are closed up. Nothing is overflowing where it shouldn't. That tree, the taken out. What's next? What's next? Okay, that one got built, so let's unpause that. I'm going to sneak this up all the way there. And then hopefully we can start on this side. Now let's do something like that. Always take that out as well. And then move some of these over. Change some of these up. We don't have to haul anything here anymore, but I can just accept logs. This is where the doubles and triples would have been great. Okay. Get that built, please. Then we can move to that. Okay, so now none of the beavers can get silly and get trapped in here. That got built quite fast. I'm a little bit surprised, but yeah, it's fine. I like it. Here's we are getting close to there. I think it's time to... There's no other place for this to empty out. So, yeah, that's fine. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and pull those batches. Drop everything on the ground. Just going to go for a 3x3 there. Or a, yeah, 3x3x1. Get that taken out. This will be a good place. Let's take a quick peek. Rates maxed out. Potatoes are maxed out. Flour is maxed out. Normal wheat production is maxed out. Storage is maxed out. So you know what? We need more storage. So this will be a good place for some of these guys. Let's not be silly, let's wait for those things to get built up first. And I just bumped my microphone. Sorry about that. Get that prioritized by haulers. I already did the sewer dump. That's good. Okay, so first things first. Sewer dump in there. Then we'll need Tapper Shack, and this will be for fine resin. Great. Solid choice. Let's get that sorted. So we'll have a bit of a dump here to protect these trees. So all our crops are now protected, which is great. I like that. I like to have that peace of mind. So, what do we need for zipline stations? Our planks might be a bit of an issue, but I think that will bounce back quite fast. Let's just wait a little bit. Get all of this done and then we can sort that out. And I really want to get the power from here going into this. Because yeah, this isn't the best area for it, but this can be used for agriculture or lumberjacking or something like that. But yeah, for now I think that will be fine. Just to have a small area around here. We can get power from all of this. We can always run it through here, up over here. But if I can, I'll connect this up later on. There's no need for this because we already have 2.9k, and later on, as we unlock more things, it's gonna get a bit more useless. If I can put it that way. But I think for now that's fine. Don't know what's taking up a lot of planks now. Oh, it's gear production. You know what? I'm going to unpause that as well. And I'm going to unpause this just so we can get more beavers, because at this stage I'm gonna have 5 beavers spare. Pause you. And I need to keep track of this. Take that out. Get this pathway connected up through there, so I can go underneath. Great. Yeah. Not looking too shabby, eh? Pause that is not needed. We can unpause this guy. They're also using quite a lot of planks. But as you can see, our planks are bouncing back again, so I'm not too worried about this anymore. Let's get those 3 in. I think now that I think about it, I might just add in another one of these power wheels with a gear workshop on this side and keep those running like we do with the lumber mill over there. That might be a thing for us to consider. I can unpause this. Don't know how I can pause a pathway. That would be great. Can just go, and then they don't use that anymore. That would be solid. You don't have to demolish anything. Demolish pathways, you can just pause it. That would be great. I need to start the paper mill. I forgot about that. As soon as these grow up, I'm going to unpause that one and pause those 2. These water wheels can get built because they can walk through here, and then we can just add in the power shaft intersections as we go along. It'd be great if we can get this in. Let's close one of those and see if we can get water flowing through here. That can keep up. Don't want to waste any water, but let's see. Because we want this to fill up, yes, but we also want water going through here. So we can power all of this. Let's see if it stabilizes. Should stabilize. Yeah, it's starting to dry out there. There we go. And it's stable. Just need to see if it will stay like this. This stage would look as though this isn't really. This won't dry out, this will die off. As that keeps flowing, that's great. Then we can have power on this side as well. For a while there, I forgot I was recording. Sorry about that. So we have a couple more vacancies, but that's the thing now. As I said, it's going to fluctuate quite a lot because of the die-off, and it's not a great situation to be in, but here's what we have now. So this is getting built. That's already built, that's already built. You know what? Let's get that one in as well. Let's slow this down. Who's this guy? Moanio. Manlo. They're using a little bit of a zip line. That's good for us. Let's speed this up again. As soon as these ones are built, I need a lot of planks of that and a lot 40 planks. Oh, that's one of the ones was already. Oh yeah, this one needs to get built. Then we can get work on getting this connected up. That will really help us. At this stage, power production is really sporadic. With a drought, this won't work, but that's fine. I have no issues with that. Not at this stage, anyway. Let's just get all of these marked as highest priorities. Just want to get them, when I unpause them, I want to get them built sooner rather than later. I think that will help us, so yeah. Let's see how that goes. I think that will work well for us. That one is built. That one's built, so we have a line going from day to day. So this production will speed up. I think next up, after we've connected all of this, I think it's prudent for us to connect this one to this. That will help us quite immensely. And there again, we don't have any water flowing through here, which isn't great, let's face it. But hey, that's something that we have to work with for now. We might want to connect up everything But if we can get this built and get this connected up, that will help us quite a lot already. With that in mind, let's go ahead and demolish up to about, or put in dynamite up to there. How many more do we need to build off? We need 30 paper. So as soon as we have 30 paper, I'm going to delete that paper mill and get another one in there. Have a time. While we are busy, I'm going to pause that. Pause that. Do something like that. So as soon as we have 30 paper, I'm going to pause that. Because then we can get this built and get all of this sorted out. Get this connected up. Then we can pause this guy and get this one running. This stage is no power going through here. Then there will be. Since we have terrain, we can unlock already. We can get in there. That's looking quite good. Let's pause that because there's still water running through here and they're gonna walk in that water. Okay, let's take this out. Get dynamite in there. That's priority. I'd rather wait for night time. I don't want to blow up any beavers. Get a couple more in, because we are breaking even now, after we've deleted this. Come on. Okay. Blow that up. Blow that up. Now, first things first. Get this paused. Do something like that. Like that. Get that prioritized. And get that prioritized there. As soon as that's built, then we can always go ahead and go through there. Going to unpause that and unpause that zipline pylon. They can get that done as well. Now I can get paper mill in again. Not going to prioritize the tap shack before I prioritize haulers. Get that unpaused. They can build this from everywhere, from underneath as well. So I'm going to get all of that in. And hopefully we'll get this sorted out as well. As soon as they get this done, then I have another way to get over here. There's actually no need for this, but I want to have this as a separate line. think this will be the next line that we do. Metal blocks are starting to take quite a dip. And they are getting this built, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and pause that one and unpause that one. Place in storage. This will be for explosives. Water situation is great. We are basically full up to capacity. What's the issue here? We have planks, we have everything. Is it because we prioritize other things over here? Let's take these ones out later on. Yes, that will be fine, I think. Okay, they are basically done with this. Then we can have a next run. I just want to have this in. So this evening we can demolish, load these up. Just make sure nobody's in here on the zip line. Okay, now we have that. To put in a junction there, straight through there, get that prioritized, and then we can get this in. Get that one unpaused. This will be a long run, but there's no real need for them to walk through here. But this is a major thing. But they'll get that sorted. But I think this is a good place to call it for now. So what we're doing is we started with the zip lines, got that in. We, over first runs, we finished this dam wall, and we've built up this, so we have a nice reservoir. We are starting to expand this area over here, so we can get this sorted out for us, and get this built up, and then let's go ahead and place in these ones. And we started doing work with this. We'll get power generation through here, and then we can extend it through here, and hopefully we can get that sorted. So while we are waiting, let's blow that up, get that in up to about there, get that prioritized. Get that prioritized. Get this filled in. Okay. So yes, as I said, this will be a good place to call it. We got a bit of work done. Irrigation station there, irrigation station here. And we did quite a lot of work. Let's leave it at that. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio.